for you guys at least, yourselves, or maybe what you've seen other people doing, I mean, what does promoting art, look like right now? What does it mean to be promoting art when there are some other more serious critical issues going on around us?
Yeah, I mean, really interesting question. We've been
Mm-hmm.
debating this long and hard and talking with our artists about it and talking with the artists that we have on view right now and, in terms of the gallery. And what we keep coming to the conclusion of, I think,
Mm-hmm.
is that, as you stated really eloquently, like there are huge pressing concerns right now. And art has to be one of them. And, we are in the middle of we're kind of in the middle of this earthquake, and the repercussions of this will be felt for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
We've been through several kind of earthquakes in the art world, from, the dot-com bubble bursting in the 90s to September the 11th in New York City to, the real estate market bursting in like the late 2000s. So this is the next one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's unfortunately not going to be the last one.
Yeah.
And after all of those, there's a sort of a massive kind of self-examination and kind of this existential crisis, a lot of self-examining happening. And, unfortunately, there will be a lot of casualties, like with organizations and galleries closing and artists who will, unfortunately, we all live so close to the edge financially. It's just like how we operate as artists, very efficiently, but really on that threshold of solvency. A lot of artists will be pushed over that edge because they've lost their jobs, they've lost their gigs, they're no longer teaching, their galleries are closed, they're not selling artwork. So there's going to be a lot of suffering, unfortunately, as a result of this.
Mm-hmm.
And not just talking about like those god-awful numbers that they release every day on the news about, well, how many are infected worldwide within the United States and how many deaths there have been, particularly in the epicenter where we are. We just moved from Brooklyn across the river to New Jersey, which is kind of the second epicenter of all of this. So, looking at like suffering and death toll numbers, it's been challenging to sort of talk about art and ideas.
And promoting art, yeah.
And particularly to promote.
Yeah.
And, our space in Brooklyn is commercial. So looking at it as like, hey, come buy this artwork. It's gauche to even bring this up when it's like 700 or 800 people a day are dying from this. So it's like, oh yeah, we need to stay open and buy our stuff. It's like, it's the last thing we're thinking about, although we're concerned about this. So what we've been relying on is like sharing good news, sharing kind of positive outlooks that are about art, that are about the art ideas, about art world stuff, but really about like life, like living a life as an artist. And Rossana is a huge advocate of this. Like, what are you doing holistically?
Mm-hmm.
So for you, it's been sharing poetry and gardening and, building outdoor space and living sustainably.
Mm-hmm.
So looking like much, much bigger picture rather than kind of what we're seeing a little bit with other sort of more commercialized endeavors. Like, oh, we're going to just take the show online and you can buy stuff online in our new portal. It doesn't seem, I don't know, it doesn't seem like ethical to do that at this moment. I think talking about art and talking about artists and ideas and promoting things is great, but like trying to like market this in a weird way is just
it's
seems
great.
wrong
I
for
would
us.
say that I have been also working with my foundation job a lot, so I haven't been so much with Matthew with the gallery this past month because we're doing a lot of emergency funding through the foundation.
A lot of it.
So my head is a little bit all over, but I have been gardening a lot as well. And what I have learned through these posts, and this is all through, again, social media, I have connected with artists that, of course, I knew them already, but hey, they are gardeners too. And this is an aspect that I didn't know, or maybe we just talk about gardening, but I never saw their garden. And I always post my garden because that's my main thing. So that has been really great to see that. Of course, we all have more than just art. We have art and creativity in so many parts of our life. But also, as Matthew says, sharing good news. One of our artists recently received a big grant, Lynn Harlow, which is wonderful, and Matthew's posting all these things through our social media. And more will come. I mean, we are starting to talk about it. now that I have a little bit more space, that the foundation stuff is getting close to ending, I have more time to discuss, you know, it will be probably conversations like what we're doing right now. And of course, if somebody wants to buy art from one of the artists that we represent, this is a good time to actually look at your house, since we are spending so much time in our houses, and okay, this could really make me happy to buy somebody's art, and actually that helps an artist. So it's not a bad, I think that galleries that are doing this probably see it as an opportunity to help artists, because by buying work, you are obviously supporting someone that may have lost a teaching job. So it's not that is not important. It's like what Matthew says, those numbers are so shocking sometimes to see on the news of people being sick or passing away, that the idea of just saying, oh, buy this, it just doesn't feel right. But of course, if you look at it from other ways of telling a story and talking about it and seeing why this object could make a big difference, not only as a person, as a collector, a new collector, or for an empty wall, but also for someone that may need that money at this time.
Yeah, and I feel like art will get us through all of this, honestly. I mean, this is like what sustains us. You've seen, Alexander, I'm sure you've seen, there's been a million memes on social media about like without, you know, movies and music and books and of course art, that we'd be going stir crazy at home. So like the value of that has like actually increased quite a lot. I'm not talking like financially, I'm talking like intrinsic personal meaning, value, like, you know, has increased. So, you know, we saw a brief hiccup in like at the gallery in terms of like inquiries, but now it's like back to semi-normal. People like, you know, they want to be around artwork because it brings great value to them. And it improves the quality of their life. So what better time now than when you're literally staring at the walls at your in your apartment or your house or wherever you're like,
and you cannot travel, so that money that you had for traveling, right?
You know, so there's going to be a bit of a weird market correction, but I don't know, we always kind of come out of this in a way. But it'll be different.